What's cracking, peeps? It's the A-Train coming back at you with another episode of What's New at Tackle Warehouse. It is the month of February, my favorite month. Why? Because these girls are big and they are ready to eat. So come with the A-Train, let's go get bit. First, to start off, we got some serious love from 6 Cents. We got the PD Pressure series of crankbaits. So comes in, this is a PD7 right here. We got a PD10 and a PD16. So this is for hitting some of these unknown depths of water. A lot of times people overestimate, they don't really pay attention to that 6 to 10 foot range. This time of year during the pre-spawn, you're missing some big quality bites. Now these crankbaits right here are gorgeous. Here's one shown in chartreuse crappie. Just a gorgeous bait. Everything from textured scales, 3D eyes, gill plates. This crankbait's got it all. What really caught my attention, because when I first picked this thing up, I got stuck. These are some Teflon coated hooks, so you're gonna get maximum penetration. So this 7 right here, you're in that 45-degree banks or whatever. Look for that 6 to 8 foot range. This is the perfect thing to get bit on right here. Flat-sided crankbait, so it's gonna have that real tight wiggle. It's got a nice rattle to it, and also you can hear that weight transfer system. So as small as this crankbait is, you're gonna be able to cast this thing a country mile. So imagine what you could do with these bigger sizes, such as the 16. You just catapult these things. And anytime you're faced with cold weather, pressured fish, competition, and you gotta draw those tough bites, this is definitely the way to go by 6 Cents, the PD series. Next, by Dark Horse Customs, we got the Max 10 Bama rig, and also the Mini Max 3. So make sure before I talk about these, make sure you check with your state regulations on how many live hooks you're able to fish on these Bama rigs. The 10 right here, we got 10 willow leaf blades on here. Comes with the best components, 120-pound Spro swivels, just all top components right here. So this thing is ready to fish. Just hook your own jig heads and baits. You are ready to go. Stainless steel, made in America. Here, this one definitely catches my attention. This is that more compact size, the 3. So I can get 3 baits on here, tie 2 dummies on the top, 4 blades on there. This is definitely, when you need a downscale, this is definitely the way to go. This Dark Horse Customs, they basically make these Bama rigs in almost every configuration you could think of. So I just have these 2 right here, but they basically have them all. So check the website, you're gonna see anything that fits your needs right here. So by Dark Horse Customs. Next, by Savage Gear, we got the Tough Toad. So this thing does everything its name says. It's tough. 12X plastic. This thing is so buoyant, you can put weights on this thing, it's still gonna float. Think of the harshest environments you could put a frog in. Slop, cheese mat, weeds, boat docks. Just, this thing's gonna be able to take abuse after abuse from some of the biggest fish, and those legs are still gonna be kicking like Jean-Claude Van Damme. This thing is basically indestructible. So put your favorite hook in there and start casting. Also, not just for top water, this thing makes a great jig trailer. So if you want your jig and your trailer standing up in that pissed off crawdad position, just begging to get bit, this is definitely the way to go. Next, by Grats, we got the Executioner swim bait. We got that little slit right there that's gonna help protect your hook, so you're able to get this bait and swim it through some of the harshest conditions out there. You got a big stump field, submerged vegetation. This sucker's gonna go right through with your, for example, your beast hook. You could also put these on a jig head, but to really maximize this thing, you want a weedless swim bait hook, and it's gonna get you in and out. Very durable, 3D eyes, and it's also got the fins also to help stabilize the bait too. That boot tail, lots and lots of tail kick. This is definitely the time of year you wanna be throwing a swim bait. Pre-spawn, those girls, they're ready to eat. And for some of you guys that love to throw those Bamas, imagine putting 3 of these or 5 of these, depending on what your state says, on a Bama rig. Before I talk about the next product here, You guys probably face this situation where your braided line likes to fade a lot. People like me, I gotta carry Sharpies just to get the first 6 feet from going in and out of cover, and the color of your line is just coming out. Well, that problem has been solved right here. By P-Line, we got the Endurex Midnight Black no fade braided line. This stuff has a lifetime warranty. I repeat that, a lifetime warranty. If it ever fades, you take it back, P-Line will hook you up. This color right here, it actually comes in 3 different colors. This is the Midnight Black. We got a chartreuse and a real dark green also, but they are guaranteed to hold their color. My personal favorite, I love fishing black braid. For me, I feel it's invisible in almost every type of water condition with cover. So now with this, I don't have to carry those Sharpies and worry about my line fading, have to color them up before each cast or after each fish you catch. This right here, also, it's 8 braid woven, so you got the maximum amount of strength per diameter, which means this is even good enough for the saltwater environment. So you tuna guys, don't hesitate to throw the black. You're definitely gonna be able to land more and more fish and get them out of heavy cover. Last but not least, by First Gen, we got the Copperhead bladed jig. So if you're a kid and used to shoot those Daisy BB guns with the big old carton of the copper BBs, you probably had a great childhood. Now we bring those same BBs to this bladed jig right here. So the cool thing about this, that blade, every time you turn the handle, that blade's rotating. It's going to hit side to side off those 2 BBs right there. It's gonna create this noise I can't even describe. You're just gonna have to hear this thing. You will feel the vibration through your rod tip all the way to your fingertips. This thing causes a lot of commotion. So if you can hear this out of the water, just imagine how those fish are gonna react when they hear this thing coming through their environment. Muddy water, don't hesitate to throw this. They will be able to hone in on it even with visibility reduced. Real big blade, super stout hook, and we got a very beefy bait keeper. So you're gonna be able to keep your bait pinned on here. Definitely the time of year you wanna be having a bladed jig on the deck. Big things happen when you get a lot of flooded vegetation and you're throwing one of these. Thanks for tuning in, and for more information on the products seen here today, click shop or the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this week's episode, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Let the A-Train know which of these products you're most pumped about.